Goodness. All right, in the bottom left, making it look easy in defeating Lear in game 1, he is
SKMC.
And who's this, Tasteless?
in the upper right. We've got our Zerg player, legendary, but right now up against the ropes. He is
LGIM 로시라.
Okie dokie. Can Lucera come back? He wants this so badly, Tasteless. If we measure this on the badly meter, how badly Lucera wants it, I would say that he wanted it like a little bit more than
he probably
most people.
It would be setting off alarms, be going like whoa, 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 whoa.
If it was a Geiger counter, like,
yeah,
you'd like think that you were in Chernobyl.
If it was like a thermometer, it would, like the top would have popped.
Yeah,
like there'd be mercury everywhere.
You don't want that either. No, mercury's dangerous.
No, that's very dangerous. That's in fact that's the Mad Hatter. Back in the day, a lot of those top hats had mercury in them. It was a long time ago, and actually what happened is a lot of those people actually became insane because the inside of the rim of the hat was lined with mercury, and that went into their brain.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Well, you know, I don't normally know things about fictional characters like that. So
that's where they got the Mad Hatter from.
Ah, that's interesting.
Actually, there was a reference to that.
You know where they got the Cheshire Cat from?
No.
Well, there was this ghost of a cat that could disappear and reappear places and normally use his smile.
Wow.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we're waiting for these guys to kind of get some meat on the bones of their build here.
One like small, minorly interesting thing is it's cool to watch MC and the way he has a build planned out because he has his own little variations, like going up to 18 probes here. I like to see stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun, Tasteless.
It's fun.
A lot of people sit on 17 there.
I sit on 17.
I like the 17. Well, on Cloud, I like Forge and main builds where I do it on 16.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You been doing many Forge and main builds in Hearts? In HOTS?
It matters what map.
No, why I call it
You gotta have a... Because you were thinking about the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
And your secret allegiance to the Queen of Hearts.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Look at you.
No, look at me. Here I am.
Yeah. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Alright. Well, everything standard here as can be. We'll see that next hat trick for Lucera in just a moment. In fact, MC's probe right now is circling around to see that. Wow, that was a bit of a
not
mistake.
worth it. That looks like a tired Zerg right there.
Yeah.
This Zerg needs a nap.
That's, you know, and it's funny, guys, because that is something that shows that he's a bit tired. Like, do you think in practice when he's playing, 10, 12 hours a day, he oftentimes loses those lings like that? No. No, he never does. So he's mentally he's affected in probably more ways than one here. All right, so we do have the Zealot popping out for MC. This leads me to believe that we'll probably see a Stargate opening.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does something that's fairly similar to what we saw before.
Yeah.
Just some 2-base timing.
I don't know. I think on this map he'll want to go 3-base, to be honest. It's such a good 3-base map. But we'll see if he starts a Stalker right away. Sometimes it's really nice to go like Zealot, Stalker pressure.
Yeah, sure.
with a Stargate on the way. Because you can soften up queens and stuff like that.
Sure.
And that's like a very nice way to do a lot of Protosses like that.
Anytime you get that queen, it's always nice.
Yeah. You kill off a queen or two, or maybe get a couple drones, force extra lings. Early Zealot and Stalker harassment can do quite a bit. And there you go, the Stargate on the way. Dudes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, we got some more gases coming down here. And I'm under the impression that MC sort of feels like he has this.
Probably,
I mean, if I'm MC and I just played that game in game 1, I'm like, okay, no problem. This is actually no problem.
Yeah. Looks like he does want to do double Stalker plus Zealot. Moving out now for some harassment. His Zealot, we'll get there a little bit. Oh, no. He's just pushing out and clearing the way of lings.
Yep.
Which is fine, too. Look, he forced 14 lings. See that? And he probably knew that that is exactly what would happen. And are these 20 lings that Lucera is making going to be of any use to him?
No.
Not really. Not really
Not
at all.
for now. And he's going to go ahead and get this Overlord, not Observer.
One good thing for Lucera is he did see that it's a Stargate. But yeah, those 20 lings that he forced at 40 drones, what an annoying thing for Zerg.
No
Because he
kidding.
could be at 50 drones right now.
I got to ask you a question, Artosis.
Yes.
Still a little bit downtime here. Did you ever play Contra?
Yes, of course.
Which Contra?
Oh God, probably multiples.
NES one?
Yeah, on NES only.
I'm going to try to play that.
Contra is hard.
Oh, I know, man. I can't beat it, actually. I tried 2 years ago.
I
to try
don't
beating it.
remember if I beat Contra. It was like so long
You probably didn't. I don't know really many, or actually I can't think of really anybody I know personally that beat that.
ago. Well,
The level where it's actually like,
Caldor said he beat it.
yeah,
He's lying.
classic Caldor. It's total Code caster propaganda, I guess.
This is what they do.
I mean, feel free to let him know, guys, that, he didn't beat Contra, and that's fine.
He did not beat Contra.
I don't know why every day, I beat Contra,
Oh, look at this. He's lifting this with... He's going to have to use a lot of lifts to actually kill his queen, but he will get it, because he has another Phoenix.
I think I'm watching these Phoenixes work out like they're doing reps.
Yeah.
Are they going to get it? One more, right? No, got it. Nice.
Well, had to use a few lifts there, but it's very nice to kill a queen like that. Lucera actually only had 3 queens, so to kill that off, he's missing injects, and that's pretty incredibly annoying.
Yeah.
So this is solid play here by MC, and in fact, we do see it's with this Robo on the way. He's definitely going to be taking this third.
All right, driving them out now. Oh!
Nice move killing that probe. Every moment that you can stall out this third is somewhat helpful.
Absolutely.
Because you really do want that third like before 10 minutes if possible with this build like this. If you're playing Eco as Zerg, or rather if your Zerg opponent is playing an economy-based build, you really need that third up really super fast.
All right. We got some Phoenixes coming up here now, hitting these drones hard, actually. And this Phoenix is leaving relatively unscathed. And it looks like MC is just gearing up for a very standard PvZ. He's not going to take any risks here.
No.
Knowing that if he just plays this out properly and Lucera is as exhausted as he looks like he is, he'll be fine. Look at that little Ling.
He's
Playing hide and go seek.
right in that corner. He's
Sorry,
been
buddy.
bad.
We've got the hit point boxes on, so poor guy.
Yeah, that's true.
This is probably what it's going to be like when you have to play hide and seek with your kid, man.
I'll have my hit point box on?
No, but it's like going to be easy to find the kid. Kids actually suck at hide and go seek. They think they're really good.
I don't know. I think my baby would be really good at it.
All right. We're going to have a best of 5 hide and go seek. Me versus your kid. 2 years.
Well, it's a good thing I'm planning to maim your eyes by then. She's totally going to win.
I have to play with Bullman vision. Looks like the 4th with the Zerg is going to be taken here.
Look at that. Because of that Phoenix split right there, he had to bring the Spore, the 2 Queens, and the Infestors. It's a very small thing, but it's a very annoying thing for Zerg to deal with something like that, because if you try to go in, even with just Infestors, even with Queens and Infestors, if you mess up at all, MC can punish you quite heavily there. So, a really nice move.
Spire now on the way.
Now, I am... Wait a minute. He didn't take his 4th. He's actually going Hive on 3 base. Ooh, I just got a little bit of a chill.
He's going to go
This
straight to
is
Greater
kinda
Spire. He's going
cool.
to try to Leenock this.
Well, yeah, and you know what? This in a lot of ways makes sense, because we've already seen today that MC wants to do these big Colossus timings, and what these do is oftentimes punish that 4th base. So this is going to be a 4th base that he gives up instantly. I doubt that we'll see Lucera try to hold the 4th. He wants to take the 4th
base is actually a front for the strategy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's going to get as much gas as he can out of it, and maybe a few extra minerals. And yeah, when this
is like the bakery shop that's actually the mob runs out of.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they launder their money there. It's kind of what he's doing. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But basically, Lucera, it's going to depend a lot on the timing of MC. It looks like he's getting ready to move out immediately on 3 Colossus, which is what we were talking about before. But he might wait till 4 or 5. And if he waits till 4 or 5, then there's the possibility that Lucera hits like the magic corruptor number and has everything ready, and the 4th doesn't have to go. But that we're gonna have to wait and see for a moment.
And as you called it, Artosis, yeah, there it is. He's just gonna mine gas from that and ditch it. And as you can also see, he's set up for a counter. God, man, that is a lot of gateways. He's setting up for a counterattack over here.
Yeah, MC's focusing so heavily on this timing, but the 4th base being so much slower for Lucira and the Greater Spire being so much quicker, it's still going to be pretty hard. But MC is about to move. When you see that Warp Prism start, you know it's coming. And in fact, he's warping in some Archons as well through these High Templars. So that's going to help him to target down any Corruptors as well as deal with some Lings a little bit better. And notice the spine's mostly on the high ground here.
Yeah, it's another tell right now that he's going to try to ditch this. So we got the 6 Broodlords on the way, and MC might be in a lot of trouble. Now, he has, 1 second, he has no Corruptors though.
Yeah. He's got Broodlords on the way, which actually will kind of function similarly. He doesn't really need a huge amount of Corruptors. What he needs is to fungal the Stalkers in place and just use the Broodlords. That's all he needs. And in the meantime, as he's moving across, that group of units should counterattack the 3rd base, which will basically be the nail in the coffin if MC doesn't kill him with this push.
Right. And he's coming up here now. Oh! Very nicely done there by Lucira.
Yeah, he's using a lot of fungals here, though. This might actually be something that he's not so sad about, because now he's not going to be able to hold all these Stalkers still. He's used 3 or 4 fungals already, and look at this. Beautiful defense here with all these cannons.
All right, he's hitting that base and hitting it hard. Now the Stalkers can bum rush underneath those Broodlords. By the way, he does take out that 4th base. More units are warping in here now. Right as the cannons are destroyed, the Zealots come in here to try to do as much damage as they possibly can.
That is true, and you know what? Lucira didn't do the damage over here that he really wanted to because
he wanted to at least get the Nexus or something.
That counterattack was a big part of Lucira's plan here, but MC has held on, and you know, this game is actually suddenly anyone's game, and I think that MC here isn't even a little bit afraid of Lucira. I feel like Lucira actually set that up a little bit better than MC, but MC with those extra cannons, and Lucira...
They were well placed as well.
Yeah.
Same with the Zealots he warped in.
And let's not forget those fungals, because those were interesting fungals. There weren't any Corruptors around and not enough Queens, so he has to be careful not to let his Infestors get sniped, but it seemed wishy-washy with how many times he fungled them, where it was like, are you trying to kill them, or are you trying to save your Infestors? What is this?
He just damaged a bunch of Phoenixes and wasted his mana. That's it, man.
What has that done for him?
Not much.
Yeah, I would say even less than that. Those Phoenixes are still flying around being a nuisance, so... Yeah, this is suddenly a situation where a mothership is halfway done, the 4th base halfway done. In fact, it's about the same as the 4th hatch, so
he's going to send these Zealots in over here.
Yeah, that's not going to work, is it?
No, not so much. There's
fight the Broodlings.
We will die for ire. Well, that's kind of dumb. I mean, killing Broodlings, you're not really helping anything.
No, that's a death in vain for sure.
And I'm like, all right, told you they don't speak Protoss, man. All right.
You just did, though.
I know.
All right, Carrier switch tasteless.
Okay, he's going to try to embarrass him now and get him out of the game.
Well, let's not forget that, you know, Carriers with their great range are going to push back Broodlords extremely well.
Ooh, that's very true.
And in a low econ situation like this, Lucira can't really focus on a lot of Corruptors. He just can't do it. He has to focus more heavily on the Broodlords and on the Infestors. So I think the Carrier is actually a brilliant move here.
He's going to save this in time.
No, those slings are good. They do have Adrenal upgrade, so killing that quite quickly.
Yep.
But yeah, I actually really love this choice at this time to go Carriers, and if he had saved that Nexus, would have been even better.
Absolutely.
Without that, it's a lot harder to support the Interceptors as well as additional Carriers onto the initial 4.
Now, see, guys, this is how you actually punish somebody going Broodlords. The Broodlords are not fast whatsoever. And that one's just going to be held up there. It's kind of weird. All right, now he just runs away from these infested Terrans. Keeps trying to do more damage. The minerals are quite expendable at this phase of the game, so just making War Prisons and Zealots costs basically nothing. And the amount of damage you're going to do with it is tremendous. I think he's probably going to push out here when he's maxed out with these Carriers. He's also not going to show any of the Carriers until he's ready to end this game. Yeah, you know, he actually sitting here is really good for MC right now, even though you know, we have these Infestors regaining energy, we have the big economy of Lucira kicking in.
MC's gaining energy, interceptors, and carrier numbers. Okay, yeah, that changes everything.
Sound the alarm.
Now we are going to see more of a focus on the Corruptors as the economy has grown quite a bit. A lot more on the Infestors as well. So this is getting interesting, Tasteless. A lot of this is going to come down to the battle. Can MC hit the storms, micro the carriers, hit the vortexes, or will Fungals plus everything else run him over?
And don't forget about us, Artosis. Can we cast the games, make the jokes, speak clearly?
Do we have the courage?
Do we have the courage to do this?
Well,
all right. So he's going to close in here slowly.
Yeah.
Note this is an angle. It's very intentional. The angle he's coming in here. You can't really vortex that.
Exactly. I think that's the biggest part. And this is a useful area to hit. Look, it has that Cybernetics core. It has the Forge. It has the Robo. These are all very important buildings that he's actually going to be able to take out, most likely. Now, the Infestors, this is quite a committal that I'm watching. He's actually going after the carriers, which are already vamoosing.
All right. Running out here now. And barely takes that out. Nice dodge here on the Storm.
Yeah. Very well done. Going after that.
Oh! Whoa, that was a...
Sucked the Storm right in there.
I was like, does the Storm happen in the other dimension too?
Well, here we go, Tasteless. And, oh my god, we actually have... Did he steal that? Yeah, he did. So that carrier's actually attacking as well. And the Void Ray is actually coming into play for Lucira. But I guess it's not going to be enough here, Tasteless.
Yeah, it looks
way more stuff here.
Too many stalkers down here on the low ground.
You know, yeah,
it's amazing that
MC was getting like a very scary army, so I understand Lucira pushing up there. But that was an overcommittal in the main. It was like he was trying to catch carriers. What he should have done.
It was weird because it's like he saw the carriers. He was like, "Okay, I end this," and it's like, "No, man. You actually just try to encounter what the carriers are." And
against what MC was going for, he should have gone for an even longer game. I know that's painful for Lucira to hear at this moment, but I love the sieging the natural. But siege the natural, run away, make more bases, get more creep, get more spores, get more spines, because carriers over time cost a lot of money. Infestor energy doesn't. Floating all your stuff over spores and spines doesn't. And I know that he has to be tired and frustrated with his long game so far today, but simply put, that was an overcommittal that, like, there was no reason for.
All right, he's now hitting this Nexus and hitting it hard. And I don't believe this is going to be saved. No way in hell.
No.
Now, MC's still in okay shape, guys, as long as he can remake that again.
I like it. Well, he did lose a lot of his carriers. You know, he only has one left over, so that's a little bit frustrating. He is getting his mothership again, but his army is like really nice. And against 0 Infestors, 6 Broods, 6 Corruptors, this isn't an issue. Like that, he's going up to 8 Broods, but he has, let's see, 2 Archons, 4 Voids, 3 Colossus, 17 Stalkers, a couple High Templars, a Storm, and a Carrier. Look, that's something that you can actually fight against Zerg somewhat heads up. You know, you can actually go there, have the battle.
Well, Sirius doing a good job sniping these structures here and there.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of Nexuses.
But once again, unable to deny that.
And this is why I never build a Nexus without making a pylon ring around it. Then, of course, my probes can't deliver.
Can't return minerals.
But that's okay. At least I get the chrono boost in the supply. Of course, I have more than enough supply from all my
What I do is I make another Nexus so I can actually mine from that one. Now, nice contaminate there to slow down the mothership. Oh, God, he denied the 5th base. Up the tail end of that. He's probably not going to go back into carriers, just so you guys know. Yeah,
he's still getting that +2 air attack, but that's going to work on the Void Rays as well, yeah. So, you know, if his economy picks back up again, I could see him adding in a few more carriers. Not more than 4 total, though.
Well,
you know, Lucira he's getting a fine army once again, but okay, he is actually starting to spread some creep again, which is good to see, because I was getting worried about that, where we're watching these Zergs just stopping on creep. Like, Curious did against MC, and now Lucira started to do it, but it's good he's getting it again, because he's going to have to, like, against MC is just so good, you probably are going to have to play a super long game with the Spore, Spine, Infestor defense with Corruptors and Broodlords as support, like, you know, like we see Symbol do so well. I feel like that's the way you want to play this map in this Supreme late game that we're entering into.
Sending some changelings in here just to take a look at what the army comp is. Sees there's actually one carrier, the rest are Void Rays. Looks like he also took out that changeling over there. MC, 7 supply away from being maxed out.
Yeah, a lot of this is in Zealots. That will keep his opponent busy. In fact, he's going to kill that top left again. Lucera not putting any true effort into keeping that base alive. You know, even having more spotters on the path to it could potentially keep it alive, but he's really not focused on that right now.
So MC's going to show us that sick Void Ray play that we've seen before.
Which means he is going to need some more carriers, and he's going to need more High Templars too. Well, he has 4 High Templars. He might actually be okay with 4. But yeah, he's probably going to want at least 2 more carriers, I would say, to help push back Broods. Because otherwise the Side Storms are going to be very hard to get off.
Yeah, sure. All right, looks like now MC's going to expand here to the bottom right. And, yep, takes out that last sling. MC is maxed out, so it just makes perfect sense. I like the Zealots hitting over here because he can just run up there, whatever the hatchery's making. And, you know, with a Broodlord army and Infestors, too, I mean, the whole army is basically going to stick in one place, so it's hard to deny these Zealots, which are basically practically free. I mean, gas is what really matters in late game. So you got to slip those in there. And do the damage you need to do is smart.
That's great. Now, Lucera is finally taking the high ground position with the Spine Crawlers, but he needs Spores there as well, which I'm actually... I mean, he's scouted pretty well with Changeling so far, but I guess a lot of it was close, so he doesn't understand how heavily MC is focusing on air units right now.
He can actually sack some of these Stalkers. I mean... And notice he's burning out transfusions here. And meanwhile, okay, so smart. Zealots are coming up here. MC is just on top of it this game.
Yeah, his multitasking is looking pretty fantastic right now.
Yep. We're lucky, actually, Lucera managed to cancel that.
Yeah, the one thing I'm really worried about here is the lack of Spores from Lucera. There's so many spines.
He's actually seeing the Zealots over here at the top, too. Is he going to try to get this hatchery?
He can definitely get that, but I think Lucera won't even care. His economy's not big enough to even support production out of that. This does not matter with everything mined out there. It's nice for MC. You want to damage him in any way possible, such as this, but it's not a game changer at all. Okay, so
looks like the bottom right base, the 5th base for MC, is going to be secured. He never remade the 2nd. There's really no need.
We have so many Corruptors right now, going up to... Right now we have... we're going to have 28 in just a second. Now, Psystorm plus Archon Toilets, pretty darn good against mass Corruptors attacking in. And let's not forget, +3 Void Rays are not going to suck against them.
Right.
They're going to do just fine. This is coming down so heavily to the Battle Micro, which we've seen from MC as something that can be perfect before. And oh my god, he's bringing all his crawlers, but there's no creep here right now. He is bringing his Overlords.
Yep.
Oh my god, this is the moment where MC could attack in, but I don't think he should yet. This is like too scary a moment. This would cause too much stress for me. I don't want him to attack.
All right, he's playing the creep.
Looks like he's going for it.
All right, here we go. Moving in now. Archons, Void Rays.
He's got to back up. All those Spores are going down. And, here we go.
He once again got that...
he almost just knurled that mothership. Smooth moves right now by MC. Some great Side Storms going on. Oh, god,
Side Storms here.
Beautifully done. MC has lost a lot of his important units, though. He no longer has any Colossi to help deal with Broodlings, to help deal with Infestors, with Queens.
How many Archons does he have in that army?
Right now he has only 2 Archons. He's mostly Void Rays. He's about to be at 17 in just a moment here, and he has 12 High Templars. So this is just down to basically Storms, Neurals. And a Vortex going down. He made him burn that Vortex, and now it's going to come down heavily to Storms, but those Broodlords are going to attack the High Templars. The High Templars having kind of a hard time here, but they're getting some great Storms off. Whoa! Now, does he actually have enough Void Rays to kill this
He
all
does
off?
not have enough Void Rays to kill this off, I think.
Well, it is charging up, and they're doing a lot of damage.
He's targeting the Broodlords, though, for a little bit there.
He may want to switch back into a ground army from here.
I'm sorry, yes, more Void Rays than I had realized.
Okay, there's more down here. Good thing this is not Heart of the Swarm, or that army would be so dead.
All right, he's backing up over here. Now remember, MC still has his base at the bottom right.
Yeah, that is true.
Seem like it's very well defended.
That's very important indeed. And right now we're down to 6 Broods and 9 Corruptors. We have 13 Stalkers and 4 Void Rays. He can take this out. He absolutely can. Just target the Void Rays on Broodlords and blink under them, target them down as quickly as possible. He absolutely can eliminate this Lucira army. Lucira has to kill this base with this, too. He doesn't have any economy left. And look at that.
My
Okay, well,
God.
that's it. Sorry, Lucira.
That is money. Sorry, Lucira, buddy.
Down to Code A you go.
Yep.
And it looks like that's about it then.
Yep. No, there's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
He's mined out his third base, or what is left of his base.
Wow.
Wow. So we're going to have MC against Gumiho. Do you think MC's going to take it?
Really hard to say. Gumiho's had time to recover. I like Gumiho's style against MC, but I like MC's style against Gumiho. They're both players that mix it up really, really well.
Lucira is not happy about this. He played some of the best games of his life today.
And it wasn't enough.
I guess Codas is that competitive that it just wasn't enough.
Craziness.
We're going to go take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to have our final match to see who is going to be the second person to move on to the round of 8 in today's GSL Code S.